Good evening, everyone. Anthony, Wall Street Trader. It is 10:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday, December 10th, 2021. This isn't financial advice. It's educational. We're talking about graph, and here it is. GRT US dollar. Still over the support line. This is the support line. We kind of broke this channel, support line, and now we're underneath the 78-cent line, and have been down here now for about a week. So we're between this area of support around 60 and current resistance around actually 79 currently, which is fine. I mean, I think we just have to wait it out here. It's going to be a little turbulent possibly over the weekend. And we are kind of at the bottom on the graph relative to Bitcoin pair. This is GRT BTC. And we've been down here before, man. We've been lower than this. And it's only been a couple of months ago we were down even lower. So look, we're still on a pretty decent relative area of support. I'm going to kill this descending broadening wedge because we already popped up and then came back down. Could be on a W pattern as well. It's hard to say, but I know right now, as it stands, looking like support at 1340. We're at 1358 and resistance at 1476. Now let's go over to Bitcoin because I think this is the area that we have to be concerned with primarily. Again, the downward broadening wedge is actually very bullish. So intermediate to long term, I'm very bullish Bitcoin. However, in the short term, anything can happen here. And I'm pulling my mouse down so you can see the support line of this lower end of the broadening wedge. And it is sitting around 38,000. Yes, it's scary. It's about almost another 20% down from where we are right now. However, I think we're going to wind up possibly pulling down maybe a little more. I think 44 seems to be more realistic. In terms of our prior end support and resistance areas. But if we do even go below 44, then I think 38 is a real possibility. However, I think we're going to wind up ultimately breaking this broadening wedge and then pulling back up at some point. Once we break resistance, we get back up to 68K in short order. Now we're 48,348. Bitcoin dominance is the area that I get a little concerned about, especially given Bitcoin kind of went from 50 all the way back down to 46 today. And you got this thing starting to screech on up. So I'm a little bit hesitant to say it's a fear factor gauge right now, but it's starting to appear that way. And that's where I'm a little concerned. We're starting to see a reversal on this downward trend. So with Bitcoin coming into the weekend, we start to see Bitcoin dropping like a falling knife, and Bitcoin dominance taking off, that would be ultra bad for altcoins. So I'm just making sure. Buckle in, stay away from open windows. Everyone should be fine. But in the meantime, I'm all kidding aside, I think graph long term is still a long term play. And as long as you're in it for the long term, you really have very little to worry about. Talk